Have you ever wondered what it truly takes for a song to dominate the charts week after week, long after the excitement of its release should have faded? In today's music industry, where viral hits often disappear within days, one song has refused to let go of the spotlight. Bruno Mars' I Just Might has officially reached an extraordinary milestone, spending an incredible 20th consecutive week at #1 on Billboard's Hot R&B/hip-hop songs chart. That achievement is not just another statistic, it is a statement. Before we dive into what makes this run so historic, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments whether you think I Just Might is the biggest R&B hit of the year. The music world is once again talking about Bruno Mars, and this time the conversation is bigger than ever. After decades of building one of the most consistent careers in modern pop and R&B, Bruno Mars continues proving that genuine talent, timeless songwriting, and unforgettable performances still have the power to dominate the industry. While many artists rely on short-lived trends, Bruno has created something much more valuable: music that keeps growing with every passing week. I Just Might first arrived with strong expectations, but few industry analysts predicted just how dominant it would become. Fans immediately embraced its smooth melodies, emotionally rich lyrics, and classic R&B production. Critics praised its balance between nostalgic influences and modern sounds, while streaming platforms quickly reported millions of plays across multiple regions. Radio stations added the song into heavy rotation, playlists continued expanding its audience, and social media users transformed memorable lines from the track into countless viral videos. As momentum continued building, the song climbed Billboard's Hot R&B/hip-hop songs chart and eventually captured the coveted #1 position. Reaching the top is already difficult in one of the most competitive genres in music. Remaining there for 20 straight weeks is something entirely different. Every Friday, chart watchers waited for the latest Billboard update, expecting another challenger to finally end Bruno Mars' incredible streak. Week after week, new albums arrived. Major artists released highly anticipated singles. Viral sensations exploded across TikTok and streaming services. Yet every single time the rankings refreshed, I Just Might remained exactly where it had been at #1. That consistency speaks volumes about how listeners continue returning to the song instead of simply moving on to the next trend. Repeat streams, radio airplay, digital sales, and audience engagement all combine to keep Bruno Mars firmly ahead of the competition. For longtime fans, this achievement feels like another chapter in a career already filled with remarkable milestones. Bruno Mars has spent years building a reputation as one of the most complete entertainers of his generation. Whether performing explosive stadium concerts, delivering unforgettable award show appearances, or releasing chart-topping singles, he has consistently demonstrated an ability to connect with audiences across different generations and musical tastes. One reason behind the success of I Just Might is its remarkable replay value. Unlike songs designed purely for a viral moment, this record rewards repeated listening. Fans discover new vocal details, production layers, and emotional nuances every time they press play. That kind of longevity is increasingly rare in today's fast-moving digital landscape. Streaming numbers tell only part of the story. Radio programmers continue believing in the song's broad appeal. Playlist curators refuse to remove it from their featured collections. Concert audiences enthusiastically sing every lyric from beginning to end. Together, these factors create a cycle that reinforces the song's incredible chart performance. The impact has also extended beyond traditional music platforms. Across social media, creators continue producing dance clips, reaction videos, vocal covers, live performance edits, instrumental breakdowns, and cinematic fan-made tributes using I Just Might as the soundtrack. Every new upload introduces the song to another wave of listeners, helping maintain its cultural relevance. Industry experts often describe songs like this as rare crossover successes. While rooted firmly in R&B and hip-hop influences, I Just Might resonates with pop listeners, soul fans, and even casual music audiences who simply appreciate exceptional songwriting and polished production. That broad appeal significantly strengthens its chart longevity. What makes this achievement even more fascinating is the level of competition surrounding Bruno Mars throughout these 20 weeks. Nearly every major release season has introduced heavyweight contenders hoping to capture the public's attention. Established superstars launched new projects. Rising artists experienced breakout moments. Viral tracks generated billions of online impressions. Despite all of that, I Just Might continued standing at the very top. And here's where the story becomes even more interesting. As impressive as 20 consecutive weeks may sound, many fans are now asking an even bigger question. Could this incredible run continue even longer? Could Bruno Mars challenge some of the longest-lasting #1 records in Billboard history? That possibility has transformed every weekly chart update into must-watch news for both fans and industry insiders. The excitement surrounding each new Billboard release now feels almost like a championship sporting event. Supporters eagerly refresh chart predictions, analyze streaming trends, monitor radio audiences, and compare digital sales, all hoping to discover whether Bruno's reign will continue for yet another week. Meanwhile, I Just Might has become more than just another successful single. It represents a reminder that craftsmanship still matters. Powerful songwriting still matters. Exceptional vocals still matter. Authentic emotion still matters. In an era dominated by rapidly changing algorithms and endless content, Bruno Mars has demonstrated that truly memorable music can still rise above the noise. Many listeners point to the emotional honesty within the lyrics as one reason the song continues connecting with people. Rather than chasing gimmicks or controversial headlines, the record focuses on relatable emotions that audiences experience regardless of age or background. That universality helps explain why new listeners continue discovering the song months after its initial release. Bruno's vocal performance has received equally enthusiastic praise. His signature blend of technical precision, soulful expression, and effortless charisma creates a listening experience that feels both intimate and powerful. Every chorus carries emotional weight without sacrificing commercial accessibility, allowing the song to thrive across multiple audiences. Music producers have also highlighted the production quality behind I Just Might. The arrangement carefully balances vintage R&B influences with contemporary sonic textures, creating a sound that feels familiar while remaining unmistakably modern. That balance gives the track remarkable longevity because it avoids sounding tied to a temporary trend. The success of the song has naturally fueled renewed interest in Bruno Mars' broader catalog. Older hits have experienced increased streaming activity as both longtime supporters and newer fans revisit the artist's extensive collection of chart-topping classics. That ripple effect demonstrates the lasting value of building a career based on consistency rather than fleeting popularity. As conversations continue across music forums, entertainment media, and fan communities, one theme appears repeatedly. People are no longer discussing whether Bruno Mars belongs among the defining artists of his generation. Instead, the discussion has shifted toward exactly how high his legacy can climb before his career is complete. 20 consecutive weeks at #1 is not simply another impressive accomplishment. It represents months of unwavering public support, sustained commercial success, and continued cultural relevance. Every additional week strengthens the narrative that I Just Might has become one of the defining R&B songs of this era. And then came the official confirmation everyone had been waiting for. Billboard's latest update made it official. I Just Might had successfully secured its 20th consecutive week atop the Hot R&B/hip-hop songs chart. The milestone immediately spread across entertainment news outlets and social media, with fans around the world celebrating yet another unforgettable achievement in Bruno Mars' extraordinary career. For many supporters, this moment feels especially meaningful because it reflects years of loyalty rewarded by continued excellence. Bruno Mars has repeatedly shown that he refuses to settle for ordinary success. Every release aims for the highest level of musical quality, and audiences continue responding with overwhelming enthusiasm. Now, the biggest mystery is no longer whether I Just Might has made history. It already has. The real question is how much further this remarkable journey can go. Will the song extend its reign to 21 weeks? 25? Even longer? Every new chart update will become another chapter in a story that music fans everywhere are following closely. The remarkable success of I Just Might has also sparked an entirely new conversation throughout the music business. Instead of asking why Bruno Mars continues to dominate the charts, many industry insiders are now asking whether anyone can realistically stop this incredible run. Every week introduces another high-profile release, another heavily promoted single, and another artist hoping to claim the top position. Yet somehow, Bruno Mars continues to stay one step ahead. One of the biggest reasons behind this consistency is the song's ability to connect with listeners on multiple levels. Casual fans appreciate its smooth production and memorable melody. Longtime Bruno Mars supporters admire the vocal performance and emotional storytelling. Music critics continue praising its polished arrangement, while producers often point to the track as an example of how modern R&B can successfully honor classic influences without sounding outdated. That balance is incredibly difficult to achieve. Many songs either lean too heavily into nostalgia or chase current trends so aggressively that they quickly lose relevance. I Just Might manages to avoid both extremes. It feels timeless without feeling old, contemporary without feeling disposable. That rare combination has become one of its greatest strengths. Another fascinating element behind the song's longevity is how it performs across different listening environments. Whether someone is driving home after work, relaxing late at night, listening through headphones, or watching live performances online, the song creates a similar emotional response. That versatility encourages repeated listening, and repeated listening is exactly what fuels long-term chart success. Streaming platforms continue reflecting this remarkable consistency. Instead of experiencing dramatic spikes followed by steep declines, I Just Might has maintained an unusually stable listening pattern. Week after week, millions of listeners continue pressing play, helping the song maintain impressive numbers, while many competing releases begin slowing down after their initial excitement fades. Radio has played an equally important role. Across major markets, programmers have kept the song in heavy rotation because audience response remains exceptionally strong. Listener requests continue arriving, call-out scores remain positive, and stations report that the song still resonates with broad demographics. In an era where radio playlists constantly evolve, that level of staying power is increasingly uncommon. Meanwhile, concert audiences have added another chapter to the story. Every time Bruno Mars performs I Just Might live, the reaction is immediate. Fans sing every word with remarkable enthusiasm, transforming arenas and stadiums into massive choirs. Videos from these performances quickly spread online, introducing the song to even more potential listeners who may have missed its original release. That organic promotion has become one of the defining characteristics of Bruno Mars' career. Rather than depending exclusively on marketing campaigns, many of his biggest moments grow because audiences genuinely want to share them. A powerful vocal performance, an unforgettable live arrangement, or an emotional crowd reaction often becomes its own form of advertising. The song's lyrical themes have also contributed to its continued popularity. Instead of focusing on temporary cultural references, the writing explores emotions that remain relevant regardless of when someone first hears the track. Love, uncertainty, hope, vulnerability, and resilience are experiences that listeners recognize immediately, making the song accessible across generations. Music analysts often explain that true hit records rarely depend on only one factor. Commercial success usually comes from several elements working together at the same time. Exceptional songwriting creates emotional connection. Strong production encourages replay value. Memorable vocals leave lasting impressions. Consistent promotion expands audience reach. Positive word of mouth introduces new listeners. When all of those pieces align, songs can achieve extraordinary longevity. I Just Might appears to have found exactly that combination. Interestingly, Bruno Mars himself has rarely chased chart records publicly. Throughout his career, he has consistently emphasized creating music that feels authentic rather than manufacturing songs designed exclusively for commercial success. Ironically, that creative philosophy may be one of the biggest reasons his music continues achieving impressive commercial milestones. Fans have noticed that Bruno rarely rushes releases simply to remain visible. Instead, he takes time refining every detail, from songwriting and instrumentation to vocal arrangements and final production. That patience often results in songs that age remarkably well, continuing to attract listeners months or even years after release. As I Just Might celebrates its 20th week at #1, conversations have naturally expanded beyond this single achievement. Many fans are now looking toward Bruno Mars' overall legacy. They point to his consistent ability to deliver critically acclaimed albums, blockbuster tours, unforgettable live performances, and chart-topping singles across multiple musical eras. Very few artists manage to remain relevant while the music industry changes around them. Streaming has transformed listening habits. Social media has accelerated viral trends. Artificial intelligence is beginning to influence production workflows. Audience attention spans continue shrinking. Yet Bruno Mars has demonstrated that authentic musicianship still commands enormous respect. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of this achievement is what it represents beyond numbers. 20 weeks at #1 is not simply evidence of commercial popularity. It reflects sustained audience trust. Millions of listeners continue believing that this song deserves another play, another recommendation, another share, and another place on their favorite playlists. That kind of loyalty cannot be manufactured overnight. It is earned through years of consistently exceeding expectations. Now, all eyes turn toward the next Billboard update. Fans will once again watch streaming totals, monitor radio airplay, follow digital sales, and analyze chart projections. The suspense continues building because every additional week extends an already remarkable record. If I Just Might secures another week at #1, the headlines will grow even louder. If another song eventually claims the top spot, Bruno Mars will still leave behind one of the most dominant chart runs of the year. Either outcome reinforces the same conclusion. This song has already become one of the defining success stories in contemporary R&B. Looking ahead, excitement is also growing around what Bruno Mars may choose to do next. Will he release another single while I Just Might continues dominating? Will fans receive new collaborations? Could another major live performance create even more momentum? Those questions remain unanswered, but anticipation continues rising with every passing week. Until those answers arrive, one thing remains absolutely certain. I Just Might has already secured its place in the conversation surrounding the biggest R&B songs of the year. Its 20-week reign at #1 represents far more than an impressive statistic. It reflects artistic excellence, enduring audience support, and Bruno Mars' unmatched ability to create music that resonates far beyond the moment of its release. For now, fans around the world continue celebrating a milestone that very few artists ever experience. Every stream, every radio spin, every live performance, and every enthusiastic sing-along has contributed to a remarkable journey that continues rewriting expectations. Whether the streak lasts another week or several more months, I Just Might has already proven that truly exceptional music can still capture the world's attention and hold onto it longer than anyone imagined. As the celebration surrounding the 20th week at #1 continues, another interesting trend has begun to emerge across the music industry. More artists, producers, and songwriters are pointing to Bruno Mars as proof that longevity is still possible in an era dominated by fast-moving trends. The success of I Just Might has become more than a chart story. It has become a case study in how quality music can continue winning long after the initial excitement of release day has passed. For younger artists trying to establish themselves, the achievement serves as both inspiration and challenge. It demonstrates that earning a debut at #1 is impressive, but maintaining that position requires something much deeper. Sustained success depends on listeners choosing the song repeatedly, recommending it to friends, adding it to playlists, and making it part of their everyday lives. That is exactly what appears to be happening with I Just Might. Across streaming services, the song has remained a constant presence in curated playlists dedicated to R&B, soul, pop, romance, relaxing evenings, and contemporary hits. Playlist placement certainly helps expose the song to new listeners, but placement alone cannot explain 20 weeks of dominance. Listeners ultimately decide whether a song deserves another play, and the continued engagement suggests that audiences genuinely enjoy returning to Bruno Mars' latest hit. Music commentators have also noticed how the song continues attracting first-time listeners months after its release. Normally, most successful singles experience a predictable cycle. They explode during the first few weeks, dominate conversations temporarily, and gradually lose momentum as newer releases arrive. I Just Might has disrupted that pattern by continuing to attract fresh audiences while simultaneously retaining longtime fans. That dual momentum is exceptionally rare. One reason may be the way Bruno Mars approaches storytelling through music. Rather than relying exclusively on catchy hooks, he builds songs with emotional progression. Every verse adds new perspective. Every chorus reinforces the central message. Every vocal choice feels intentional rather than accidental. Those details encourage listeners to stay engaged from beginning to end instead of simply waiting for a memorable chorus. Another major factor is Bruno's reputation for consistency. When audiences see Bruno Mars release new music, expectations are immediately high because his previous catalog has earned enormous trust. Fans know they can expect polished production, outstanding vocals, thoughtful songwriting, and performances delivered with unmistakable charisma. That reputation has been built over years of carefully selecting projects instead of flooding the market with constant releases. Ironically, releasing less music may actually increase excitement surrounding every new Bruno Mars project. Each release feels like an event rather than just another addition to an endless stream of weekly singles. The impact of I Just Might has extended beyond commercial success into broader cultural conversations. Social media users continue discussing favorite lyrics, analyzing vocal runs, sharing emotional reactions, and comparing the song to previous Bruno Mars classics. Some fans even describe it as one of the strongest performances of his entire career, while others believe it marks the beginning of another unforgettable musical era. Awards season discussions have naturally followed. Although chart success alone does not guarantee trophies, songs that maintain this level of dominance inevitably become part of conversations surrounding major music awards. Industry observers have already begun speculating about potential nominations, recognizing not only commercial achievement but also artistic quality. While official decisions remain in the future, the song has certainly established itself as one of the year's defining releases. At the same time, entertainment analysts continue comparing Bruno Mars' current chart run with legendary artists from previous generations. Such comparisons are never simple because every era operates under different rules. Physical sales once determined success. Digital downloads later reshaped the business. Today, streaming, radio, sales, social engagement, and audience interaction all contribute to the bigger picture. Despite those changing measurement systems, one principle has remained constant. Great songs endure. That simple truth continues defining Bruno Mars' career. His music consistently finds ways to outlast trends, remain relevant, and connect with audiences years after release. I Just Might appears ready to join that impressive collection of timeless records. Another interesting development involves international audiences. While Billboard specifically measures performance in the United States, Bruno Mars' popularity extends far beyond one country. Fans across Europe, Asia, Latin America, Australia, and countless other regions continue streaming the song in enormous numbers. Concert footage, reaction videos, translations, lyric analyses, and fan edits circulate globally every day, reinforcing the song's worldwide presence. That international enthusiasm creates a powerful feedback loop. Global conversations generate additional curiosity, encouraging new listeners to discover the track. Those new listeners share it with friends, creating even more exposure. Over time, the cycle strengthens itself naturally without relying solely on promotional campaigns. Industry executives frequently describe this type of momentum as nearly impossible to manufacture artificially. Marketing can introduce people to a song, but only genuine audience enthusiasm can sustain interest for months. I Just Might appears to have reached that rare stage where fans themselves become the song's most effective ambassadors. As each week passes, expectations continue rising. Can Bruno Mars extend the record beyond 20 weeks? Will another blockbuster release finally interrupt the streak? Or will I Just Might continue surprising everyone by holding onto the #1 position even longer? Those unanswered questions have transformed every upcoming Billboard update into must-watch news for music fans around the world. Behind the headlines, however, there is another story worth recognizing. Achievements like this are built through years of dedication long before the charts ever reflect success. Songwriting sessions, vocal rehearsals, production revisions, studio experimentation, creative collaboration, and relentless attention to detail all contribute to moments like these. Listeners may hear a 3 or 4 minute song, but behind those minutes often stand hundreds of hours